I was trying to do another little thing here. My camera crashed, so great. Got to start over. Anyway, over here off Franklin Road, Marietta, C-130. Part of being in Marietta. That's the sound of freedom, motherfuckers. All right, anyway. So go to a regular grocery store. How much does, say, paprika cost for ounce and a half? It's like $7 to $10, right? Go to Whole Foods, it's probably $50, but you know, that's besides the point. Anybody that goes to Whole Foods and thinks they're going to save anything on most stuff is foolish. Anyhow, I go to this Syrian guy. He's awesome. He's happy to see me every time I'm there. Hell, the dude even gives me a hug. It's like family every time, right? And I get this huge thing like that for $3.49. And when I'm making chili and other crap, it's really easy to make it cost a lot of money by going to a regular grocery store, but at least on certain things like that. Like all these other people use chili mixed from a packet. I like to take the individual spices. It tastes a lot better. Same thing with curry powder. I got like a huge can of it for $4. Tell me where you can do that in a regular grocery store. You can't. It's, you know, go to a small local, you know, immigrant dude, probably been here for his whole life at least, and his family brought him here, but whatever. I mean, people treat you better when you go to these small places and you actually save a crap load of money. And the funny thing is, the place that makes this spice right here is actually Atlanta owned. So not only are you supporting a small local business, you're supporting a local business with that stuff. Because a lot of times these restaurant companies, or these, you know, this is more of a restaurant supply thing. He gets supplies through some bakery, stuff like that. That's his main customer, even though he's a small grocery store. You know, places like that that cook for other people because they sell in bulk. So these companies buy a shitload of stuff, and, you know, he has even bigger sizes than this. But, you know, what am I going to do? Like, my whole entire pantry would be taken up with spice stuff. So, you know, it's for me, it's a great way to save money and have, like, a decent business relationship. Also, he roasts coffee on site. And he'll mix in the cardamom if you want Turkish coffee. Or you can get it regular. And he also does a light roast. And he does a real dark, traditional roast. And it is $7 a pound. And it is every bit as good as any, you know, boutique coffee roaster in town. And it's stupid cheap. The only thing is, you don't get any fancy packaging. You get a double, you get a double paper bag that is stapled. So, you know, as soon as you get it home, put it in whatever storage you want, things like that. But generally speaking, it was roasted and degassed. And it's, you know, he only makes as much as he thinks he can sell. And if it sits for a little bit longer before he sells it, all of a sudden it's $4 a pound. So, you know, the advantages of getting to know people like that are huge. And it's just one thing that I've noticed in life, that if you're willing to go into places that are just like a little seedy looking, you can find good people and awesome stuff for almost nothing. And yeah, I'm just sitting in a parking lot waiting for a friend to get over here to the Jerusalem Bakery so we can have lunch, connect after like 10 years, something like that. So it'd be pretty cool. Her name's Cherie. She's pretty awesome. Always a good source of encouragement. And, you know, when I was in the hospital for lymphoma, I always visited. Her and her daughter, Adria, were freaking amazing. So it was just really neat seeing them. Well, I saw one recently, unfortunately, at a funeral, but, you know, just being able to catch up with these people from the past that, you know, at shitty times have been huge encouragements and good people, right? I'm out of things to say. So, there's a guy with a GTR that parked next to me. It's pretty nice. It was really obnoxious when I pulled up. I had to close my window, and he was literally standing there at the hood of my car. All right, there's his car. And he was standing there at the hood of my car, and he was actually just listening to me. So it was really creepy. So that's why it's kind of a little pausey, because I actually, you know, had the camera crash. So I've gotten to go over this material. Yeah, this is material. 12 twice. Fuck it. Not gonna post this today. I'm gonna post it tomorrow. That means nothing to you. So, relativity, right? Hey, this is what happens when you go over a bump really fast in your BMW. And your head hits the sunroof. It breaks these little slider things. It sucks ass. And some asshole gets to charge you fuckloads of money to repair it. And you just say fuck it, and you have to kind of line up your chakras every time you want to open your sunroof. But, you know, whatever. German cars, right? The other cool shit that I've got. Oh, this shit. Hey. This is like what my friend Walker and I refer to as hobo spices. You know, it's just a combination of really good shit. Nutmeg, coriander, allspice, different peppers, and literally spice. This has spice in it. I don't know if that's from Dune, and my eyes are going to glow, and I'm going to turn into a freaky little witch child and probably stab someone. But you put it on anything? Say 7 spice. There's also 5 spice, which has spice and then 5 other things. I don't know. I mean, I named some of these things, but I don't know what some of the other things in there are. I assume it's witchcraft. Probably the souls of people. But fuck, man. You put this on beef, you roast it, it's damn near perfect. I don't know why, but this wacky combination of shit is just, you know, Middle Eastern witchcraft. So if you find something called 7 spice, pick it up, throw it on stuff. I'm not going to tell you what, because that's what's fun about this, because it tastes good on fish, tastes good on chicken, lamb, beef. You know, I've put it in rice for pilaf. I've done all sorts of stuff with it, and it's like an easy, stupid, cheap alternative to standard boring spices. Boom. There you go. Cooking mad science. I don't know why, but this camera is biased. So sometimes when I'm pointing it straight at my face, it seems like it's off kilter, but yeah. I guess something to think about. Yeah, this G5, by the way, and I have ADHD. I said that too fast. Sue me. I'm trying to keep this under 10 minutes. It is awesome. It actually has 3 cameras. It has 2 cameras on the back. One is wide angle. One is 85 millimeter equivalent. And it goes into fully manual. It shoots raw. I can change the ISO with a slider. There's even like a whole body that I can put on this that turns it into a manual type camera. And yeah, it's pretty wacky. I mean, I've been super impressed with it. The macro mode on it is better than any phone I've seen because of the fact that since it has 2 cameras on the back, it is afforded being able to have some options above and beyond what other cameras do. Everything films in 4K, the front, the back. It's ridiculous. I've not seen, like, LG hit it out of the freaking park. The V10 was kind of like their intermediate test base, and they did the same thing with it. But the G5 just kicks everything in the dick as far as, like, options and quality, ease of use. For a fully manual setup, I think even your novice camera operator could figure 95% of it out in, I don't know, probably 20 minutes of goofing around. I've mostly figured it out and gotten pretty damn good at it right away. The automatic settings for it, pretty cool. And if you ever use those lens attachments, the fisheye one on the wide angle is stupid, but because it makes it into, I don't know, you see through space and time. But if you get a telephoto and put it on the regular portrait camera, since it has manual focus, it is super awesome to use because you can actually use one of those and not have it just constantly focus on stupid shit. Anyway, you guys have a good one. See ya.